If you looked it up, you would.
Probably.
He's really funny. Really.
I may have. I mean, if I look at all his podcasts,
Brandon's like not even an opener yet, but like he's
singing stuff.
yeah. See, I don't really know.
A lot of them, even if you go to the club in New York, a lot of them are doing open mics all week long.
Open mics like kind of lifeblood to like work with.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
You know, the only thing they can do.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
I thought of that, and I was going to also say in a joke when he said I had to go in a different way, but I stopped myself.
Okay, well, we're live, so
Yeah,
good thing.
we are now live on the Wicked Horror Show, and I apologize for the late start. We had some technical issues, but we're here now, and it's going to be a fun show with us today. We have Kevin.
What's going on, everybody?
Yo.
Hey, everybody.
Tony.
What is going on, people?
And would you like to introduce our guest?
I will. Our guest tonight is the writer and director of the movie The Night They Knocked, Sean Roberts. How are you?
Everybody. Hey, how you guys doing?
We're good.
So many things that I'm going to get off my list that I need to,
Yeah, me too.
I don't even have the option of going. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, this is my technically it's like really on a bigger scale than I did, but yeah, this is my third film. The other two were crime films that I kind of like wanted to do and get them out of my system, and everybody told me that nobody wanted to see them. They were right, because nobody saw them. Because if you look at them, you're probably what are these fucking movies? But I decided to take a stab at horror after that.
Nice. But what do you mean? Like, what are these? Like, you mean like the production quality or something? Or
Yeah, they were really they were rough movies to make. They all had like budgets of like $5,000, $8,000. Not that I'm like ashamed or anything like that. No, they're just not available anymore.
Uh,
Through one thing or another. So they're there, but they're kind of like lost films. It'd be interesting to try and find them, try and bring them back. I just haven't had the time to like try and do that to make them readily available.
Yeah.
Well,
if it ever happens,
yeah, they were really cheap.
I would definitely check them out. I mean, I like micro budget stuff. There's I think there's more charm in a lot of that. So it's something where it you can see a little bit more passion in a lot of those projects. But so yeah, so this one you went with horror, and Tony, you're the one who brought this one to us, right?
Yes, one of the things I definitely enjoy doing is not only checking YouTube for trailers for movies, because a lot of we've mentioned it many a times, and that's what this show's for, is more on the independent scale. So I'll definitely search out different things, and I don't remember if I saw the trailer first or if I found your Instagram page first, but either way, I looked it up and I'm like, this is definitely, from the trailer, it looked like a Strangers kind of deal, like meets like one of those intruder type films, and seeing like You're Next and The Strangers and stuff like that. It was one of my I guess subgenres of horror that I definitely dug. Mm-hmm. So seeing that, I'm like, I definitely got to check it out and see what I can do. And I got in contact with Sean, and he's like, would you, mind reviewing it? So he sent me over the link, and I definitely enjoyed it, gave you the review, and then I made sure
Definitely, I would say about it, and this is for people that go out there. So where can people find it first off?
Right now, you guys actually got a really, really early screener copy of it. We're looking at a release date in 2020. Right now, we're kicking around end of Q3, beginning of Q4. We really don't know yet with everything like going on in the industry right now. We don't know exactly where it's going to land yet, but we are looking between August, October, around that area.
So the one thing I was going to say, I mean, and I obviously don't want to ruin anything, especially because it's not even out yet. So it definitely it takes a while to get to like the gore, or not even the gore, but just to get to
about the characters before seeing some shit go down. So
yeah. I mean, I didn't know it was gonna the direction.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was the goal, man. My main goal with this film was I wanted to make a movie that was actually like in kind of almost like a different genre. Like obviously someone's watching them. You're getting that idea throughout the film, and then when it explodes, much like you said, it's like real life. Like, these things just happen. And that's where my angle was coming in at. I wanted everything to happen. And when it did happen, I wanted it to go to like level 12, as quickly as possible, like at the drop of a dime.
Yeah. So I mean, that's and it was done well. Is there any movies that you took, not ideas, but any movies that inspired your decisions with this one?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The Strangers, obviously, but also The Thing was a big one. Another one was Green Room, and even honestly a little bit of even The Hills Have Eyes.
Okay.
The original one. The remake's awesome. Not saying that's like no remake, but the original one, just because the original one played on that idea of just like someone looking at you,
Yeah.
and watching you,
Yeah.
and that's to me like horrifying.
Oh, totally. It totally is. And yeah, like the
Yeah.
fact that like I don't want to go too much into the actual plot. I mean, not the story of the movie, but there's things you think may go a different way, and because of things that are going on between the other characters. And I like how like even though shit goes down, like it's not, that stuff's not forgotten. It's like sometimes you see that where it's like, okay, shit went down, now it's just all about survival right now, but you're still addressing other issues as shit's going down, which I thought. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I just thought it was well done.
I appreciate it. I really do. And I appreciate you guys giving it a shot, and giving independent film like a voice and everything. I just wanted to get that out of the way and make sure your viewers know that that's awesome. Like what you guys do is awesome. And I do appreciate the kind words, and I appreciate your time and dedicating to watch it. And as far as the film is concerned, and like the making of it, just everything about it, I'm really happy that like hearing what you guys are saying, like that you're liking the slow burn and everything, like that's a gamble, and especially in independent horror, because a lot of times, and like listen, I like a gore fest as much as the next horror fan, and I'm a huge horror fan, I really am. But I'm glad that you guys responded to it, because like it is kind of a gamble.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of slow burn in general. Like Ty West, I love Ty West.
I
movies.
love it.
Yeah, he's totally just like, people are like, oh my god, this took forever. I'm like, and it was awesome. Like the suspense is awesome. So you need to calm down. I mean, I can understand too that there's some people that are just like huge gore fans, which is fine, because if it's done well, and that's the thing, is there isn't a ton of gore in this one, but I think it's done very well. Actually, the first one with the guy that goes out to the car, without giving too much away, I was like, god damn it, it looks painful. But I don't know. Sorry, Leo, you were going to say something?
Yeah, no, I was going to say, so a couple people said there was an audio issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the trailer right now. Yo-Yo, do you want to give it a try, take a look at it? And I'm going to switch really quick to the multi-camera where we...
A couple vanishes mysteriously, leaving behind a litany of clues, including a blood-soaked home in complete disarray. The horrifying scene in the quiet town of Hazleton has police baffled. Hazleton police are investigating what they believe is a home invasion. Early on Thursday morning, police responded to a welfare check on a home on the 1200 block of Stockton Mountain Road. Upon arriving at the scene, police discovered the home ransacked and blood-soaked. The owners of the home, William and Sharon Astor, have not been located. Yo.
You right what it was, Leo?
I did, and actually, I'm gonna. Hopefully, you don't have a robot voice. I had to turn the audio back on for the multi-camera shot. So if it sounds a little weird, Wesley, thanks for the heads up in the chat room. If you can let me know, Kevin, you want to say something?
Gleep glorp.
Gleep
That's
glorp.
that's robot sounds.
Yeah, I know. So
Beep, beep, bop.
it seems like tonight is definitely an issue with audio issues. But so that was the trailer. And if you want to learn more, head on to the show notes down below or up above, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. And Wesley says, looks like fun. Definitely. We urge you definitely to check it out. Yeah. Kevin?
Yeah, indeed. So,
Thank you.
yeah, what was the process in making this? Like, so you went from your crime movies to this. How long of a production process was it?
Well, I wrote the script in 2015, the first draft, and pretty much got a final draft in 2016. I then met up with two of my friends, two of my best friends, Evan Freeman and Davron Maninov. Davron Maninov was also the cinematographer on the film. Us three pretty much got together, and we wanted to make a horror movie. We wanted to make something that like horror fans would like, and we liked we got the script to a point where we really liked it, and we were able to raise about $25,000, through friends and family and credit lines, and we put it all on the line and wanted to make a movie, and we shot it in 12 days in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. And in the woods, obviously you guys saw the movie. It was deep in the woods. It was actually downright freaky at night because you literally couldn't see yourself without a light. Like, you couldn't see your hand in front of your face.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but it was an awesome process, man. We shot it in June of 2018.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the post-production process, I wanted to get it perfect. So definitely took about a year, and it was just me and my producing partners. That's literally it. That's who did everything.
Wow.
So, independent film, man, you wear multiple hats. And,
yeah. But you were saying how the earlier films, the production quality may not have been there, but this one looked great. Like, it looked really polished, and it's amazing like what you can do now with. I mean, even though you filmed this a couple years ago, like just throwing in some drone shots, like really just bumps up the, if it's done well. Like if I was to do it, it would just be like unsteady and just be drone.
Yeah, well,
the
big thing that I wanted to do was because Pennsylvania is like really beautiful. There's some really beautiful spots in Pennsylvania. And that area of Quakertown being one of them. And I wanted to utilize that, like those bushels of trees, like from above, they're almost like clouds of green clouds. And I really, really wanted to utilize that. And I also wanted to throw in my ode to The Shining. I think that that's pretty obvious.
I was actually thinking that too when it was going on. I was just like, 'cause the one thing that bugs me in The Shining is that you can actually see the helicopter blade.
Yes.
So I'm just like, if they just had drones back then, it would have been all set. Like,
yeah. But you got to honor Kubrick. You can't like, even if it's there, you just can't.
Oh, totally. That's the charm of it. But it's. I mean, it's obvious, and that house was ridiculous. Like, I wanna just hang out in that house. It looked really fun.
That house was. Let me tell you something, man. That house was a blessing and a curse, all in one. We still think it's haunted. We have footage where I swear there's apparitions in it. I swear. But it was a really nice place. It was actually an Airbnb. That we met with the owner, and we were like, because we were at our wits' end, because granted, the house was a little bigger. And I had to adapt it down. I don't want to say downsize, because they just scale it back and make everything a little more contained, and it actually panned out. Still, the house was huge, but it was a cozy place. It was definitely a cozy place. I didn't do very cozy things in there, the movie. Yeah, there was some fake blood everywhere. Yeah, it was it did not look like a cozy place, but then we clean up nice though.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I always wonder that. We had another movie on before where it was a house that looks kind of similar in the Song of Solomon, Tony. I don't know if you remember.
Yep.
And all this natural exposed wood, and there was like literally just giant puddles of blood. I'm like, how did you get that out of the floor? I don't understand. How is that even a thing?
Hot water and a lot of Dawn.
Yeah.
That will get it. There's like getting it off of like asphalt and the cement sidewalks were. I thank the heavens above that we hired the people that we did to do the cleanup and like the production crew that we had to do the clean. Like I can't say enough good things about the production crew, by the way, on this movie. Like the crew that I was able to get on this film, I was truly blessed with a lot of talent. And the movie looks as good as it does and sounds as good as it does because these people were incredible. All right, these people were incredible people, and very proud of their work.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now with the go ahead, Leo.
Yeah, in the comments, just real quick, Wesley says Quakertown is relatively close to me. Crazy, haha. Sir Daniel John's in the chat room. Hey, Daniel says, "Hey, all hope is all are well." Same to you, Daniel. And Sergio wants to know for Sean, what's your favorite horror film?
Favorite horror film is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original.
What?
Yep, I saw that. Yep.
Did you not see everything going on here?
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't care what anyone says. I'll argue. I will fight to the death with this. That is the best horror movie ever made. No movie will make you feel as dirty and as horrified as that will on your first viewing. All right, that is you need to scrub down. You want to talk about coronavirus, okay? You need to scrub down that style after seeing that movie. That movie's incredible.
It's funny that you bring that up, Kevin. Did you get the link I posted to you earlier?
I haven't looked at it. I was working at the time.
Somebody made a crazy indie game for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It looks like you're Leatherface going around killing people. Looks
as long as it's the original Leatherface, I'm fine with that. Don't get me wrong. Nothing bad against the second one, but the Gunner Leatherface is where it's at.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be similar to the Friday the 13th, where it's like multiplayer. So,
hopefully, it's going to make me actually buy a newer game system, which my wife will hate. But
mine too. I don't care though. If there's a Texas Chainsaw game coming out, I'm getting it. My wife is just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry, honey.
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome though.
With your one of the other really good things we were talking about, slow burn, but in slow burns you have to like the characters as well. So the actors and actresses that you had in the movie I really dug. Did you have them in your previous films, or did you do like
open casting?
Did you know that open casting, or you knew them before? Or
it was so the first two people that were cast in the film were Jack Buckley, who played Derek, and Connor Roberts, who plays the bad guy. And Connor Roberts is my brother. He's my little brother. Those were the first two people cast. I worked with them previously on my other film, Traffickers. Both of them are incredible actors. I'm not just saying that because he's my brother. For Connor, he's truly an incredible actor. Jack as well. He's another really, really good actor. But everyone else was open casting call, and we got really lucky with the talent that we had. Linnea Gregg, she was in a movie called The God Inside My Ear. Directed by Joe Badon. Shout out to that movie. That's another like indie film. That's really good. Rachel Donahue's and another. I forget the name of the film. It was filmed in Ireland, but like just a lot of talent in the cast. And we did that through open casting. I just got incredibly lucky.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. I like I said, I enjoyed not only the movie, but the way they acted and everything. Kevin was saying you didn't know what was going on and you felt for the characters. That takes a lot too. You have to believe in them. Sometimes some people it just doesn't. I guess feed off the film is good. You don't see them in peril. You don't believe it. At least during this movie you feel it.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And I gotta credit the process in which we did this, because we casted we casted these actors 6 months before filming, because originally it was going to be, we did it 90 days before, and then the start date got pushed back, and they were gracious enough to still lend their talents to the film.
That's yeah. So they stuck in there. I mean, who knows? Like other things can happen, other jobs can come up, and
Yeah, and they stuck in there. They were incredibly gracious to me and my efforts in trying to get this film made. And they were in for the long haul, man. So definitely an awesome cast, and I'm happy that you guys enjoyed their performances as much as I did, because I
Cool,
definitely
nice.
enjoyed them.
So Yo-Yo, I know like you've been working so much. Were you able to see the whole movie, or did you just see part of it?
I saw most of it. I didn't catch the end.
Oh, well, you're gonna need to finish that, because
yes, I am definitely planning on finishing it, because I hate not knowing how it ended.
I'm sure you started to see some shit, and that cat just yelled like a champion. But for those who are listening, there's a cat next to Yo-Yo. Surprise, surprise. He always has a cat. But yeah, it really goes buck wild. Like it starts to get crazier and crazier. But yeah, it was a good time. So what are your takeaways from it, Yo-Yo?
Again, I didn't finish it, so I don't want to come up with a total conclusion. I love the slow burn. I love the fact that I gave a crap about like what was going on with them when things were going on. Because I'm like 10 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
So I've seen a good amount of the crazy shit that happened.
Yeah, you did see a good amount of the crazy shit. Yeah.
So the one thing too is that a lot of times in horror movies, especially like slashers and stuff like that, there's always one character you can't wait to see like bite the bullet. You know, like I can't wait to see this person die. There really wasn't
one. No.
Yeah, there's not anyone that I'm like, I hate this person, get him out of here. I mean, there's people that like obviously their attitude's a little weird, but it's but still, I actually kind of gave a shit. I wanted to know what was going on with that one dude with his coach. I'm like, what happens with that? Like, is the situation with the girl, is that real, or what's going on? Like, what's going to happen with this? So like, it could have been a completely different movie.
That was the, like I said, I wanted to do that, like you said before. It was like kind of like real life, like life is just ending, like tragedy just happens like that, and that was the one thing that I definitely wanted to do more than anything, was to just have you in one movie, and then all of a sudden just it becomes just okay, like this is the way it's going. Yeah.
Just like if you're driving down the street thinking about like, oh crap, I had this project for work, and all of a sudden you get in a car accident. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
It just happened. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a big like proponent of that, because like a lot of the most traumatic events in my life have happened all of a sudden, and it's almost just like this feeling, like I'm sure everybody's like had like a really like just something messed up happen to them, and then like all of a sudden you just like you have that feeling in your stomach.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of create that. I wanted to because that terrifies me. It's one of my biggest fears of just something unexpected that is going to make me feel like that. So like that particular scene that I'm referring to, in which everything starts going, is that's kind of what I wanted to build towards, and so yeah, that's definitely I'm glad that
that's where you're going.
So go ahead.
So Leo, do you have any takeaways from I mean, I don't know if were you able to see the whole movie?
Yeah, and I'm a little confused at the end, so I'll definitely ask some questions, but after the show, because I definitely don't want to spoil anything.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
But like I said earlier, what's that, Kevin?
So you just like totally just throwing things out there that didn't happen in the movie. So Godzilla to be in the movie, I don't understand. How was that? What's his per diem?
I mean, really, when everything starts to turn south and they're seeing their friend, I don't want to spoil anything, but
yeah,
the chair scene. I said it earlier that
it really affected you.
It did. Yeah, but
Yeah, I understand. I was thinking like, what are they gonna do? Like, is it gonna be? I was thinking it could be a couple things, and then it was one of the things I thought it could be, but there was a couple different options that could have happened at that moment.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a split, but then it turns out it's like a wedged in there, and
Like, all right, is this, and then is there going to be a bat involved, and then there's going
That's
to
what
be
my first thought was.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
the
no.
friggin' okay.
You have to. When this comes out, you have to watch it.
Yeah.
So-
That was one of my taglines when I did the review. I'm like, this movie kind of took my breath away, and I was just like trying to a little play on words and stuff. But that one definitely caught my eye. I was just like, oh, okay, how they pull that one off? But I'm like, okay,
like, again, without giving too much away, the way things ended for that character, like, how long it took for it to play out.
Yeah.
It's even more disturbing. The fact that it wasn't quick. It was just like, wow, they're just watching her not be happy right now.
Well, also, what was really disturbing was, the main protagonist, that, the length of time that he's just standing there, just talking to them, and it's just you're waiting for something to happen, and he's just that in itself is freaky.
Yeah.
The antagonist.
Oh, antagonist. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to.
I mean, depending on your view, I guess.
yeah. So I was just gonna say, like, you got a weird, like, you got a
let's
not
hang out with Leo so much anymore. Yeah. Strictly to the internet. Go ahead.
That whole scene was. Listen, I knew what it was going to be when it was going into it, and I knew what I was going to do. And people are like, we did show it at New Jersey HorrorCon in October, and we did have a couple walkouts.
Really?
Yeah, and that listen, yeah, on that.
Really?
And that. Yeah, it's kind of like one of them things where it's just like, normally I would be like, oh, damn it. But when that happened, I was like just going, yes, this is awesome,
Good job.
The thing is, it's almost like you're mentioning Texas Chainsaw. Like, we're assuming what's going to happen and what's going to happen next. Like, you're not seeing everything. So.
Oh, yeah, that was a goal. I didn't want to overdo it. I did not, because, like, I wanted one of the things that I really wanted to do was sound design. Like, going into the sound design of the movie was so crucial. So hearing all that stuff is painting a picture in your head that is way more graphic than anything that I could have afforded to show you.
Mm-hmm.
So in a sense, I always view like movies that do that, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's just they I don't know, it gets you under your skin in a way, and I tried doing that with this. I didn't want to show everything. I didn't want it to be Texas Chainsaw 2. I love Texas Chainsaw 2, but I didn't want it to be like that.
Right. Well, no, I mean, it was effective. Obviously, it's effective. It affected Leo so much, and
he was about to flip out on it.
But that says a lot. I mean, it does say a lot. I mean, Leo's not like the biggest horror fan in the world, but the fact that scene bugged him, that's a kudos. That's good. I mean, and same thing with me. I mean, it didn't like bring me to the point where I was like gonna vomit, but it was something where I'm like, this could go so many different ways. I wonder which one it's gonna be. And then I was like, hopefully they pull this off this way, or whatever. Like, are they going to show this? And then, but I just thought it was done. It was done well. I mean, that's cool that people walked at a horror convention. People walked out during that scene. I'm assuming it wasn't because they thought the movie was horrible.
Well, if it is, I'd like to think it's because of the scene. It could have been that they were going, oh my God, no, maybe not. I don't know. But if it was, who cares? It was at that scene, and then.
Yeah,
I think what I think.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah, that I would like to agree with me too. But Leo, I'm sorry that I scarred you, man.
No. You didn't. It was really well done. I mean, I have issues with like, Saw level gore, that type of stuff. This here where it's like, it's realistic and it's just messes with your mind and just like the overall thing. But yeah, that was pretty traumatic.
And the fact that it, like, again, hopefully I'm not giving away too much, but the fact that it was like almost like, a decision to be made, and it's like, all right, you're gonna do this, or you're gonna do this,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, whatever. Like it was just like that's really kind of just like, god damn it, what would I do? Like if I do this, this is gonna happen, and if I don't do this, then this is gonna happen, and whatever. Like, but it's I don't want. I mean, I don't want to lead people in the wrong direction. That's not what this movie is. But there's lines that hint towards that, but it's not necessarily the way that the movie plays out.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Dude, hey, dude, you are no need to apologize. I almost didn't get that out.
Okay.
I really I love this. I mean, I really do. I love talking about this, and I wish it was released so I could talk further about this, with everybody. I mean, hopefully, we're all talking this scene up. Hopefully, people watch this now. Looking August, October, in between that for it, and hopefully people do respond to it like Leo responded to it. Hopefully I get some death threats over it. So
just real quick, I know we got a little time left, but I wanted to, for the people that are just joining us, I wanted to play the trailer one more time. And Sean, would you like to introduce the trailer?
Yeah, sure. This is the full trailer for my new horror feature, The Night They Knocked.
A couple vanishes mysteriously, leaving behind a litany of clues, including a blood-soaked home in complete disarray. The horrifying scene in the quiet town of Hazleton has police baffled. Hazleton police are investigating what they believe is a home invasion. Early on Thursday morning, police responded to a welfare check on a home on the 1200 block of Stockton Mountain Road. Upon arriving at the scene, police discovered the home ransacked and blood-soaked. The owners of the home, William and Sharon Astor, have not been located. Yo. Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
And my middle name.
Okay.
And we are back, and so we also threw in there Deadly Grounds coffee. Matt says hello. Hope everybody's doing well. And Matt, to you as well. We wish everybody's doing well, and we know these are trying times.
Is that Matt, Evil and Media Matt?
No, Matt Peterson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hello, Matt.
Radio Matt.
Yeah, Radio
There you
Man.
go, Matt. So during these times, it's important now more than ever that we need to support our local filmmakers and our local business people. And so Deadly Grounds Coffee is a sponsor of the show, but we all shop there as well. Absolutely the best coffee you'll ever have. If you check show notes down below or up above, depending on where you're watching or listening to us, you'll find a link for Deadly Grounds. And it's the most amazing coffee you'll ever have. But support local businesses. They're a local roaster right here in Connecticut. And, they ship all over. They normally just do cons most of the time. Well, they have their website as well, but a lot of their business is cons. With everything shut down, they really need our business. So if you love coffee,
Who knows how long it's going to be before cons can really get up and going again,
Totally.
Yeah. That is some awesome coffee. I had that at the New Jersey Horror Con.
Yeah, I was going to say,
actually
he does that,
kick-ass coffee.
Yeah. What was there a certain flavor you really liked?
I didn't take notice of the flavors. I kind of just took one of their testers. Yeah, the sample thing. And
it's easy to fall down a rabbit hole and start trying out all these different, like, I like unflavored coffees too, but like some of the I'm like during the fall I'm like, all right, it's a maple walnut time of year, I'm gonna get a bunch it's ridiculous, it's so good. But anyways, that's Tony, you were talking about other stuff.
Yeah, well, you mentioned that you screened the movie at New Jersey Horror Con, and during the break I asked you if you had it screen anywhere else, and you said the UK.
The UK. It shared a UK premiere. It had a UK premiere at the Unrestricted View Horror Film Festival. In October. It actually premiered in the UK on Mischief Night. I don't even know if that's a thing over there. I hope it is, because that is cool over here. So, but yeah, it did had a nice screening over there. Really, really nice guys that hosted the festival over there. That were really cool and really cool to us too.
Nice. Did they give you any feedback, like to how it was the reception at all?
No, they didn't give me any of that. But I was nominated for I think we were nominated for best foreign feature. And at New Jersey Horror Con, I was nominated for Best Director, and the film was nominated for Best Feature.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
It's one of the shows we've never done. We've tried, or we've thought about going to the New Jersey Horror Con, and we just never done. That's the one that Rob Bruce runs, right?
Correct.
Tony Goggles, I think also. Tony Goggles, Rob. I forget
maybe they're partners. I mean, because
they probably are. There's a bunch of people that run it, and they're all awesome. That much I can tell you. They really put on a good con. They really, really do. Really.
I was going to go this year. I mean, I think they rescheduled it for June or something. So I think I'm going to try to go back, but it's in Atlantic City?
Yeah, it's in Atlantic City. I don't remember which casino it's in, which convention hall. Obviously on the boardwalk, but yeah, it's really good.
So maybe once conventions and stuff start coming back into play, I think it's time to start getting some of these bucket list conventions off my list, because it's like, who knows how long these things are gonna be able to keep up and going. So that's something that I'm thinking of right now. Hooray for me. If anyone wants to donate money, send me to Texas Frightmare. I'm down. Anyway,
road trip.
That's awesome.
Road trip.
Hey,
to Texas.
just see if Tom will make some room in the hearse and drive on down with him.
That's true, and then we can just all crash at Bloody Bill's house.
Yeah.
Then Billy Pond and Circus of the Dead will hook us up. I don't know.
Totally.
I'm gonna shut up now. So anyway, it's getting close to that time. We should probably get some plugs out there, right? Some social media plugs.
Yeah, we should. So if you enjoyed this episode, definitely check the show notes down below or up above for all the information for tonight's guest, to reach out to Sean, also to check out his other works. Sean, where do you like people following you?
I have an Instagram. It's srob filmmaker. I guess that's my at. And then the Instagram for the film is at The Night They Knocked. And you can reach me on any of them, any of those handles.
Awesome.
And I'm assuming you'll have like the information on when the movie is getting released. You follow those handles.
Yeah.
For more information.
Yeah, when that information becomes pertinent, or excuse me, when that information becomes available to us, we will make it available to the public at a certain time and date and everything like that. And we'll provide more and new awesome content with it.
Awesome. Cool. So mine, A Knuckle on Twitter and Instagram every Tuesday night here, and I'm also doing some reviews with the 13th Wolfman over on the audio side of the show. Also part of Secret Underground Hideout and Black and White Fright, which are all part of the Dorkening Podcast Network. Who wants to go next? Yo-Yo?
I'll go. Because it's pretty short. Boy Meets Phone on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and Yo Saint Laurent on those same social media channels, and usually being hounded by a cat, like this.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have.
Tony?
You can find me at Tony Has Nine Fingers on YouTube, where I do movie reviews, unboxings. I just did a top 10 indie horror, lesser known horror movies to watch during, quarantine. So I try to, do everything to update indie film. I also have a Twitter, Tony Has Nine Fingers, Tony's Movies on Instagram, where I show off the movies behind me. And of course, here every Tuesday night on the Wicked Horror Show. Leo?
Yeah, for me, just Google Leo Pond. You find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which. But more importantly, check out our awesome guests here. And also head on over to thedorkening.com for all the shows on the network. And
contest that's wrapping up at the end of this week.
Yeah, we pushed it back to Sunday. So Sunday evening, we're going to be pulling 3 winners. We're giving away, I haven't calculated, it's well over $100 worth of prizes.
It's a Castlevania anniversary thing, right?
Yeah, it's to coincide with the Castlevania anniversary, the season 3 coming out. So we have 7 shows that cover Castlevania, all the different aspects about the lore, the movies,
music too, right?
The music. We had one episode just on the music, the games as well, obviously, and the Netflix show. And all 7 shows have a secret phrase somewhere in the show. And if you put all those together, send them to me, and we're going to pull 3 winners on Sunday. So you got a grand prize and 2 other prizes, some awesome stuff, some Diamond Select figures, amiibos, the Castlevania record, actually the cartridges, Castlevania and Super Castlevania 4, and some Funkos. Awesome, huge pile of prizes, including some gift cards as well. So very important for you to check that out. Head on over to thedorkening.com for more information. Check out our pages as well. And I want to make sure everybody stays safe out there. It's crazy times. Shut off the news and just try to get your mind off things, because
shut off the news and turn on Netflix, or YouTube, or all your friends are on Facebook putting stupid memes on, so just go check those out, right?
Totally. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.